Welcome to the OBS Shop at Kwik Performance. We have our 6-liter here and an empty engine bay here. The 5.7 has been pulled, and the next step for us, this is starting to come together as you can see. The next step though is to get the wiring harness sorted out. And the way that we're going to approach that is we're going to team up with our old friends at Kwik Performance down in Florida. What they do is something called an integrated harness, which is very interesting to me. They take the harness off of the old 5.7 liter out of the truck. You take the entire harness off and you're going to send it off to them. And what they're going to do is they're going to make note of all the special plugs that go to things like your ABS or your fuel pump in the back or whatever, your gauges being one of the major ones actually. And they're going to make sure that this standalone LS harness now has some integrations that make it a true plug and play for when you're doing a project like this. Now this may not be the most cost-effective way, it may not be the best way. It's certainly the way I want to go because I want something that I don't have to have a solution for making the gauges work that's different than the solution for the ABS. I want as close to OEM as possible. That's sort of my build philosophy. So they're going to take this and they're going to use some parts, throw away other parts, and make us a custom harness exactly to our specs. They have a handy little order form here to make sure that all the connectors are the ones that are supposed to be there and you get exactly what you want. You're going to end up with a high quality product and a team of guys that are really good at tech support. One of the changes we had to make on the 6-liter, it actually came with a drive-by-wire, but we want to switch to a drive-by cable that's going to work with the drive-by cable that's already in the vehicle. So we had to switch to this red and blue. But just let the guys know, we're going to send this along and it's going to work great. We highly recommend Kwik Performance. They've been a dealer for us from the start because they recognize that our AC bracket, especially in LS swaps, made a lot of sense for what they were doing. They were specializing in S10 swaps, but they've expanded since then. But as far as standalone harnesses or something like an integrated harness, we highly recommend them and we think you should give them a look too. We're standing over the engine bay of Pearl, which is empty. The 5.7 liters out. We're ready to put the 6-liter in, but there's a few things we got to achieve first. One, this is filthy. We got to get it all cleaned up, looking nice, paint where paint is appropriate. Remove a few things like this evac system. A couple upgrades, we're going to be doing new motor mounts because right now it's easy to do. And so we'll go ahead and get those in, just plain rubber motor mounts because I actually don't want the vibration coming through the engine and the chassis. We're going to do a Borgeson steering gear. It's a short turn, so it should tighten up the steering and also be a little bit shorter turning radius. So that'll be great. One of the other big things that we're going to be doing though is we're going to be shoving other engines in here so we can mount our AC brackets up. So we'll have a big block in here, LS, LT, and that way we can make our AC lines, our custom direct fit AC lines. So if you have a 96 to a 98 or 99 and 2000 Tahoe or Suburban, we're going to have AC lines that will just bolt up for your sand and AC conversion. So that's all coming down the pipeline. I got some work to do. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to let you get back to what you're doing. Thanks.